guys! So, I was asked to do the accent challenge, which I thought was going to be me talking in a bunch of different accents, which I was going to be really embarrassing, but probably funny, but that's not the case. It's just me saying words for your viewing pleasure, I guess. I don't know. I don't really understand the point of it, but we're going to do it for Anon. So, here we go. What is your name and or username? My name is Kimber. My username is Wolf Skulls, obviously. You should know that you're all following me. Where are you from? I was born in Oregon, and that's where I like to say I'm from, because I much prefer it. But for the last 15 or so years, I've lived in a small town called Gig Harbor in Washington. It's just outside of Seattle, and I'm not a fan of it. Pronounce the following words. Ant, roof, route, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, cot, naturally, aluminum. They spelled that wrong. They spelled it aluminium. Is it supposed to be aluminium? I don't know. GIF, tumbler, crackerjack, doorknob, envelope, G-poi, polka dots, papaya, penthouse, subtext, smile. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? TPing. What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? Soda. What do you call your grandparents? I call my grandparents different things. I have 3 sets of grandparents, and one of them I call grandmother and grandfather. One of them I call grandma and grandpa, and then one of them I actually address by their names, Grandma Kitty and Grandpa Don, and that's how I differentiate between my many, many grandparents. There's actually not that many of them. What is a wheeled contraption in which you carry your groceries at the supermarket? A cart. A shopping cart. What is the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? A roly-poly. I'm sure it has an actual real name, but I don't know it. And I always called it a roly-poly, and I spent my summers as a child poking them. What do you say to address a group of people? It depends on the group of people, honestly. Obviously, I would address my friends differently than I would address a group of strangers, or a group of businessmen, or, whatever. What do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? A daddy long legs. Choose a book and read a passage from it. I'm really, really bad at reading out loud because I read way too fast. I have been told this my whole life. I read way too fast. So I'm going to try and slow it down, but I'm going to read from Poe's big collection of all of his poems and stories. I'm going to read from the Cask of Amontillado, because that was the first thing of his that I ever read. And then I read The Telltale Heart, and then The Pit and the Pendulum, and I was only 9 years old, and it was really morbid that I loved it so much, but I did, because I was a morbid child. So I'm going to read from the Cask of Amontillado. Let's see. I had scarcely laid the first tier of masonry when I discovered that the intoxication of Fortunato had in great measure worn off. The earliest indication I had of this was a low moaning cry from the depths of the recess. It was not the cry of a drunken man. There was then a long and obstinate silence. I laid the second tier, and the third, and the fourth, and then I heard the furious vibrations of the chain. The noise lasted for several minutes, during which, that I might hearken to it with more satisfaction, I ceased my labors and sat down upon the bones. When at last the clanking subsided, I resumed the trowel and finished without interruption the 5th, and 6th, and the 7th tier. The wall was now nearly upon a level with my breast. I again paused, and holding the flambeau over the mason work, threw a few feeble rays upon the figure within. A succession of loud and shrill screams, bursting suddenly from the throat of the chained form, seemed to thrust me violently back. For a brief moment I hesitated. I trembled. Unsheathing my rapier, I don't actually know how to pronounce that word, I began to grope with it about the recess, but the thought of an instant reassured me. I placed my hand upon the solid fabric of the catacombs and felt satisfied. I reapproached the wall. I replied to the yells of him who clamored. I re-echoed. I aided. I surpassed them in volume and strength. I did this, and the clamorer grew still. Hi, Parker. Come here. What? This is my little sister. This is Parker. This child is literally my entire world. I live nothing more in the world than this little girl. You want to say hi? I'm making a video for the people on Tumblr.
Hi, people on Tumblr.
Is there anything you want to say?
Hi, people on Tumblr.
Have a kiss. What were you going to say?
Well,
you can come closer.
Well, I wanted to tell you something.
What did you want to tell me?
The tree down there that has like the little heart-shaped yellow things. Mm-hmm. Those are lemon plums, and Mom and I just tried one, and it was really good. They're almost ripe.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it.
And they only get ripe when they are red or like kind of reddish purple, or you know.
Do you want to make the rest of this video with me?
Sure.
I gotta answer some questions. Okay. If you could be a wizard or a vampire, what would you be?
Vampire.
I'd be a wizard. Wizards are better.
I'd be a vampire.
No. How old are you?
7.
I'm 20. There's a big age difference here.
I'm almost as tall as her.
Shh. I'm short. I'm adopted, so I didn't get the tall genes of the family. My brothers are like over 6 feet tall, and this one's like up to my chin, and I'm like, oh, okay. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Mine's purple. Purple's better.
I was going to say...
She has a bad opinion about everything.
I was going to say blue or purple.
What color are your eyes?
Blue.
Close to the camera. Show them your eyes.
They're bluish green. They're turning green.
Mine are brown. They have boring eyes. Do you have freckles? Let me see. No. She has the fairest freaking skin in the world. You're going to be gorgeous when you're older. A little heartbreaker.
There's just one thing that I don't like.
That's a birthmark, yep.
Yep, and it's white around.
You know what? I have moles all over my face. Don't even complain about your birthmark. But no, I don't have freckles either. And I wish I did because I think they're adorable. When is your birthday?
January 11th, 2006.
Mine's April 6th of 93. What was the last thing you drank? Have you been drinking alcohol?
Actually, no. Hot chocolate.
Actually, no. Last thing I drink is water. I'm boring. Do you know anyone on Tumblr in real life? Well, you know me in real life.
I know my friend. I forgot her name. I know my mom. I think Uncle Ryan's my friend.
They're not on Tumblr, though.
Oh, yes, that's Facebook.
I have met some of my followers on Tumblr and made some really great friends, but they're
Do I have any friends? Do I have
on
any
Tumblr?
friends? Yeah.
You've talked to some people on Tumblr, but they're not really your friends. Would you rather have $1 million or 1 million friends?
$1 million.
I'd rather have $1 million. Do you speak a second language?
No.
I took French in high school, but I don't remember anything. I was told that I had a really on-point accent, though.
And I am really hot! I need some water.
Okay, I love you, baby.
I'm still going to stay right here, at least.
Okay.
It's shade.
Anyway, and I am fluent in sign language, but that has nothing to do with an accent. Do you think you have an accent?
No.
I don't think I have an accent. But when I was living on the East Coast, I was told that I had a Seattle accent. And I know that I pick up on the ways that people speak because when I came back from living on the East Coast for a year, my mom told me that I spoke like a New York cab driver. So, and it said, end the post by saying any 3 words you want. So, scrumptious, lovely, and gratuitous. Say 3 words. Any 3 words you want.
The apple plum.
Alright, do you want to say bye?
I'm going to finish the video with you. Oh, Mom!
This is the end of the video.
Mom, hey, join the video.
No.
Say hi.
Hi.
Bye, guys.